Okay, let's do this. So, first of all, thank you for watching. In fact, if you're new to the channel, this video probably isn't for you. But if you've been around for a long time, or you just kind of want to know what's kind of going on behind the scenes, then stick around, because today we're going to look at the analytics, how much YouTube has paid us since we've been monetized, kind of plans for the future, that sort of thing. Yeah. Because Daily Weekly Builds is not my first YouTube channel. You know, it's kind of its own little thing under the Daily Weekly banner. That's why the sign behind me says TDW, the Daily Weekly. It's not DWB, Daily Weekly Builds, even though this space up here is primarily for Daily Weekly Builds. But, you know, I had that sign a long time ago. So this is kind of fourth time lucky, because it's our most successful YouTube channel. And that's another thing. I still refer to this as our channel. I mean, of course it's mine and it's yours, because you guys, I wouldn't be making it if you guys didn't watch it, so you're a big part of it. But when I meant our, I kind of meant me and Jake, or, you know, the Daily Weekly was our thing, even though it's mostly me these days. There's no like bad YouTuber beef between me or Jake or anything. It's just I happen to have more time and creative energy than he does at the moment, and that's fair enough. He's welcome to hop on in any time, which I always tell him. But otherwise, it's me holding the fort. And this channel is easier to do solo than my other channels. For example, the Daily Weekly Show and the Daily Weekly Podcast. I've tried doing both of them solo, and it just wasn't as enjoyable. And it was harder to do the content, because everything I had the ideas for require at least 2 people. So when you don't have anyone to do it with, it's hard. Like, I haven't done anything on either of those channels in about 7 months. I've got ideas for them. I still want to do them. They're not dead to me. But that's, you know, we're all about Daily Weekly Builds at the moment, because that's the most successful one. It's actually earning some money, although not a lot of it. And, you know, it's got a good community. So thank you to all the regular commenters out there. It's much appreciated. Because I've had a lot of late nights stressing about this channel over the past couple of days, and I kind of just almost like freaking out, like, oh my god, what am I doing? Not just with Daily Weekly Builds, but the whole YouTube thing. It's like, I've been doing YouTube for 4 years now. Daily Weekly Builds for, well, since October 2021, so really just over 2.5 years. But I know these things take time, although the growth of the channel isn't really where I'd want it to be. Because, alright, let's look at the analytics. They'll speak for themselves. So let's start with the views first of all. So if we go to lifetime, you can see, yeah, there's quite a lot of spikes. And, you know, we get a few little, I mean, the most views in one day we received is 4.2k, which, you know, is a lot for us. It might seem like a big number to you, but then, you know, the big channels with so many more subscribers and, you know, they get more views. But for us, that's okay. And yeah, it is slowly going up, but otherwise it's remained pretty consistent, pretty flat. And that's disappointing. You know, our highest, well, and another thing is you never really know what video is going to take off and do well, because there's videos where I've made, I think, yes, this is really good, it's going to do great. It might only get a couple hundred views if I'm lucky. And then there's videos that I think are good, but not ones I expected to go off. And then our highest views nearly got, well, yeah, the highest video, the one where I fixed the Lego Toy Story train, it's got nearly 13,000 views. I never expected that, and that's amazing. And yeah, so it's really cool to see when the videos do take off. But, you know, we're kind of going at this level, and I was hoping by now, 2.5 years in, that we'd you know, things would be going up a bit of an incline. I'm not expecting sudden massive takeoff, but just a bit more steady than what it is. And, you know, there's still time. Maybe it will happen. Let's look at the watch hours, see what's going on. So again, for lifetime, weird. I don't really know what was going on around the start. We had these kind of really big, solid spikes for a while. But again, it's a pretty flat line. It's, I suppose, over the last year, you can see it's not as flat. It is going. So if anything, you know, that's probably like over another 5-year trajectory. It might start to go up a bit more. But yeah, it's disappointing. I think watch hours here, we've got nearly 12,000. And we only monetized in halfway through January this year, because it's like a rolling 12-month period where you have to get 4,000. So it's like, we had the watch hours before we had the subscribers, then we lost the watch hours, then we got them back, and then here we are today where we've got both, and we're in the YouTube Partner Program, and we're getting paid from ads, but not as much as you might think, which I'll talk about in a moment. So let's take a look at the subscribers. So in the last 28 days, we've gained 46. That's very nice. Yeah, and we haven't lost. You know, we go up and lose some like nearly every other day or something. It is what it is. I'm not too worried about people who unsubscribe. Fair enough, we're not for you. But if we go to lifetime, again, some random spikes. I guess, you know, like if a YouTube short takes off suddenly, that's an easy way to get a few quick subscribers. But otherwise, yeah, it's a flat line. And that upsets me. Because, like, you know, if you watch these YouTube growth channels, they always say, don't get bogged down about the numbers, focus on your audience and your content. Forget that. You know, subscribers aren't important anymore. And not really, no. Sure, once to get the milestones to get your YouTube, like, 100k plaque or whatever, which is kind of the goal for me. Once I've got that, I know I've made it. But we're quite a way off from there yet. But, yeah. I don't want to come across ungrateful, because the community that we built so far is absolutely amazing, and I just love it so much because it makes it feel worthwhile. But then, you know, if you look back in the grand scheme of things, I thought we'd be doing better by now. I think I'm a good YouTuber. I think I'm good at doing what I want. I've got loads of ideas, but, you know, there's a famous quote which says, how does it go? You can do anything, but you can't do everything. And, well, what's more true than that? Because I've got so many ideas. You know, I want to do custom creations. I want to do a Lego layout behind me. I want to do a bunch of reviews. But when it's just me, I can't do it all. You know, I don't want to burn myself out. I've got a long list of things that I want to do. Not just video-wise, but like other things. Like, I want to sell products, you know, create another income stream for this channel where it's not just relying on YouTube ads. You know, things like digital instructions for custom creations. I think I've built some pretty good mocks so far, but I haven't, you know, I don't know where to start making instructions. I mean, I don't use Bricklink Studio, which would make it a lot easier, because I don't have a laptop that can run Bricklink Studio. So I need to buy like a normal, I have a Chromebook, so I need to buy like a Windows laptop or something, or a Mac, but probably a Windows laptop to be fair. And I've seen one I love, but I just can't afford it right now. So down the line, yes, we're going to sell digital instructions for my custom creations, get them on Rebrickable. I think that's a really good thing. I use Rebrickable a lot, some great things on there. And yeah, sure, I'm biased, but I think some of the things I made, people would probably want to build themselves. So that's another thing for the future. I kind of went off on a bit of a tangent there, but let's talk about the revenue from the ads. So, as I said, we've only been monetized since halfway through January of this year. And let's see if I go to... Yeah, that is the one. Oh, no. So, how much have we earned so far? In January, like I said, about halfway through, 2 weeks of worth monetization, we earned £31.36. Nice. But you don't get paid unless you reach a £60 minimum threshold within a month. So if you earn some money but not enough to cash out, essentially, it just kind of rolls over to next month until you do. So in February, the whole month, 28 days, we only gained £35.75. So in 28 days, we almost earned as much as we did in 2 weeks in January. Strange, but, you know, going up. March, £42.95. And how it works is if you qualify, let's say if I qualified in February, that means I get paid in March. So we got our first payment of £60 and something in March, which was really exciting. Oh my god, we got paid by YouTube. Yeah, £60. Great, that's a good start. It's amazing how to think, yeah, we did it. But then the money we kind of earned in March was only £42.95, so it wasn't enough to cash out in April. And in April, we gained £29.34. So hopefully, once the calculation's done, we should be getting another payment by the end of May, if all that works out. But we earned less in April than we did in March. But I feel like we put more videos out in April. So that's a little strange, you know, it is what it is. So if I look at my top performing videos for revenue, let's have a look. So the one, my review on the Lego Cherry Blossom set, which is absolutely taken off. I did not expect it to. I think it's a decent video. There's ones I think that I did better on, or ones that are more interesting, but yeah, that is crazy. So in the last, well, since we've monetized, that one video has earned £26.37. That's so cool. It's paid for the set. There we go. That's a good thing. I could buy 2 of the sets for that amount. So that's amazing. Yeah. And then my second highest one is the LEGO CMF Series 25 QR code hack. The easy how-to guide, like scan the QR codes to know what minifigure it is in. And that got £19.15. Those 2 are the highest. Like, that's crazy. That's so cool. Oh, yeah. And then as for YouTube Shorts, we've earned a whole £1 from revenue made from ads on YouTube Shorts. The highest YouTube Short, the highest earning one is 22p. Yeah, 22p from a YouTube Short. So our RPM is £2.51. So that means for every 1,000 views, we'll earn £2.51. And we've got roughly 11,000 views. Oh, this is just the last 28 days. Let me go back to the. Here we go. So since we've been monetized, our RPM is £1.08p, and we've had 135,000 views. So we've earned roughly £145 since January. Again, currently I've only been paid once, but I should be due another payment of roughly £60 soon. Obviously, the goal is to earn at least £60 every month, so it's a constant income. But to get that, we need to get more views, essentially. The more views you get, obviously the more ads that are shown, the more money you earn. As simple as that. And we all hate ads. I do too. The pain of YouTube, especially when they're getting longer. I had a 40-second non-skippable ad on a video the other day, and I just clicked off it. So I understand if they're off-putting. It's like, yeah, I hated ads, and now I've got ads on the videos because it's earning me money. So obviously that makes it okay. Hopefully you don't see too many ads. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you see a lot of ads or not a lot of ads. Skippable, non-skippable, because they're all showing. So it'd be interesting to see how many ads you guys actually see, because I don't know. Just because there's an ad placement on the video doesn't mean it's going to be shown to every viewer. So yeah, if you see ads or how many, let me know in the comments. But obviously that's the only way we're earning money right now, is through the ad revenue. And as you can see, it isn't that much. And obviously I'd like it to be more. Not for me so I can retire in the sun. You know, we're nowhere near that yet. But see all this Lego behind me? It isn't cheap. I do shop around for deals, but especially where you got to compete with the bigger channels that obviously are a part of LAN and get sent the sets to review for free, like months in advance, and then there's little old me waiting for an Amazon discount so I can buy it and review it. Like some sets I reviewed came out a year ago. I mean, that's kind of because I didn't really want to do reviews at first, but now I don't mind doing them. So that's kind of what I want to diversify our income streams. And I was coming up with them, so let's take a look. I've got a few ideas on the notes. So I've come up with 10 different ones. Obviously, you've got YouTube ad revenue, which is what we're doing at the moment. YouTube super thanks and donation. So I talk about this a couple of times. Like underneath each video, there's a thanks button, which you can click on to kind of give us a donation of, I think the minimum amount is like £1 or 99 pence. And it can be as high as, I think, £500. That'd be crazy if anyone did that, but incredibly grateful. If someone donated £500, I would immediately buy a set of your choice to review that costs, obviously, within that amount. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? That's so cool. But every bit of money that I'm getting from this channel is being reinvested into this channel. You know, we've got the new studio space. That had to be paid for somehow. You know, the Lego, as I said, I've got so many ideas, but just need more money to do it. It's like, I need to get a new laptop, but I can't afford it right now, because then I can do more digital design, make instructions for mocks to sell those, which is another income stream. Or we can do live streams. You know, I can't really do that on my Chromebook. I've tried. I've looked into it. Like, it's not great. And there's some ways I could do it on my iPad, but obviously to have an actual laptop to do it would be ideal, because I want to do that. Get you guys involved. Let's see other YouTubers do it. It just seems a really good way to engage with you guys, you know, in real time, because it's all good replying to comments and things, but to like have an actual conversation whilst we're enjoying a new Lego set together, that just seems really good, and I want to do that one day. And number 3 on the list is YouTube channel membership. So again, I've kind of talked about this before, but I didn't feel like we were ready for it, where it's, you know, you pay a monthly fee, as £2 or like £1 as it is, and you can have different tiers of different levels of membership, different perks that you guys can get. And I floated around a few ideas like members only live streams, obviously I can't do that yet, or exclusive videos or early access to videos. And I don't know, are you guys interested? Would you pay money, your hard-earned money, to this channel to get extra things like I've just said? Yeah, because I don't want to just do like a exclusive members only post on the community tab. That just seems a bit of a rip-off to me. Like, oh, here you go, here's a picture of a set I'm building right now. Okay, why am I going to pay £2 a month to see me post that, you know? So it has to be something worthwhile. If you've got any ideas, let me know in the comments, because I'm doing this for you guys as well as me. You know, we're all a community here, Daily Weekly Builds family. So, yeah, come up with these ideas. And then we have number 4 is there's this website called Buy Me a Coffee. Or it's like a little donation thing. You can go onto their website and give your favorite content creators certain amounts of money. And we haven't had any donations on there yet, but that's just another thing. You know, it's not like I'm not here. I don't want to come across like I'm here begging for money from you, because that's not what I'm doing here. I'm just, you know, ultimately I want to do Daily Weekly Builds full time. I work part time elsewhere. That's paying for things so far, but I genuinely love doing this, and I don't really love doing my other job. Don't tell my employers that. I don't mind it. It's good. It pays the bills. I like it. I've been there a long time, but I want to do this. Not just Daily Weekly Builds, but I want to do content creation on YouTube, you know, with my other channels as well. Hopefully I'll bring them back from the dead. But Daily Weekly Builds is going to be the way that allows me to do that. And I want it to do well. I'm in it for the long haul. I've done it so far. You know, dedicated studio space now. I'm not giving up anytime soon. So I do enjoy it, and I want it to do well. I'm just so excited because I've got so many ideas, and I just want to get on and do it, but I can't. But I will one day. And another thing is a Patreon membership. So again, it's kind of similar to YouTube channel memberships, paying a monthly fee to get exclusive content. What exclusive content would you guys think is worth paying for? You know, I've had a look around what other LEGO YouTubers are doing, and yeah, it's like exclusive live streams and early access to videos and things. If you guys are actually interested in that, I don't mind doing it. Obviously, when I can afford to get a laptop to do the live streams, etc. But yeah, it's just something you'd be interested in. I really want to know, because yeah, that'd be important. Number 6 on my list is brand partnerships and sponsorships. So we've worked with a couple brands so far. JMB Bricklayer. There's only one B in that, isn't there? JM Bricklayer, yes. Which Jacob did a couple of videos for. I did one as well. And Funhole, of course, for the alternative brands to LEGO sets, doing unboxing and review videos for them. But they haven't paid us any money to do it. They just sent us the sets for free, which is great. Obviously, we were starting off, and I just thought I'd try my luck and message Fun. I was like, hey, I've seen your products on other YouTube reviews. Do you mind sending them to us? Because I think our audience would be interested. And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. No problem. Here you go. So that's a nice little partnership that's going on. But there's other brands out there that I'd like to work with, like Firestar Toys for custom minifigures. I've done plenty of custom minifigures using their own parts. I've reached out to them a couple of times. They haven't quite said yes yet, but persistence is key. I guess I should probably know when to give up. Or like Wicked Brick for their display cases. Although I do think they are incredibly expensive, I'd like to get my hands on one to see if it's really worth the cost, because some people do want to display their LEGO in cases. Obviously there's a market for it. I've not really thought about it. There's some that I did want to get, but the price put me off. Sometimes the cost of a display case was more than the cost of the set itself, and I couldn't justify that. So I'd like to kind of work with them, get to know them a bit more to see what goes into the cost. Because, I mean, they do look incredibly high quality, and are they worth it and that sort of thing. There are other display case companies out there, and maybe I'll work with them as well, but that's just something I'd like to see. I want to get to know it, because there's a few sets that I would maybe put in a display case. So that's just an option. You know, like other ones could be like my bricks, for example, light kits for LEGO. Obviously, I've worked with light kits with the Funhouse sets. I've got some experience with that. And, you know, there's probably a few other brands as well. Even just thinking outside of just LEGO itself, it's like, well, I'm using this microphone here. You know, Samsung Q9U. Maybe you guys are interested in what equipment we use, so I could get, you know, work with equipment and tech companies. So like, hey, look, we're using this now. Leveling up, because, you know, this nice microphone, I think it's pretty nice. And, you know, got a Canon camera. I'm currently filming on my iPhone 12 though, but do have a camera as well. the lights that I've got set up. There's other things like, yeah, that would be interesting to work with other things that are kind of slightly outside the box. And then number 7 is merch. So here you can see the Daily Weekly mug, kind of the general brand logo, but not specific for Daily Weekly Builds. I got these made up when I was doing the Daily Weekly show more often, and I feel really fancy. Look at me with a mug with my name on it. But I should get some made up for Daily Weekly Builds. And we've dabbled with merch before. Like, I think underneath some of the YouTube videos you'll see a little merch shelf with some of the merch, but that's really expensive, and it's just like a plain t-shirt with the logo slapped onto it. So it's nothing creative. So want to work with different merch providers. That was just kind of one that was synced up with YouTube, and I was like, oh, okay, that seems interesting. But yeah, it's just too expensive. I wouldn't pay the prices that they were there for that. So, and that was you could change the pricing, but obviously the cheaper you make it, the less like profits that I would earn. So currently the prices on there, if anyone bought anything, I think I'd only get like £1 out of it. So I need to look into that again. But yeah, kind of what sort of merch do you want to see? Because do you really want a mug with the logo is pretty cool, but like, is anyone actually going to wear a t-shirt that says the Daily Weekly Builds on it? I don't know. So I feel like we need to come up with some actual cool thing, like maybe with a fancy design like that, the brick in the picture there. I don't know, that could be a cool little thing, Obviously not putting the Lego wording on it. We don't want to infringe any trademarks or copyrights, but just a building block, that could be, like a little fancy graphic or something. That could be quite cool. Obviously green is the main colour scheme, so might have to come up with a few different things. So that's something to consider. Again, it's another income stream, and it's gets the brand out there, gets people talking, right? And then, as I mentioned, digital mock instructions for number 8. And number 9, affiliate links. So working with like Amazon or Lego, or just kind of any company, like, hey, do you have an affiliate program? Like we do with Funhole, for example, or JM Bricklayer. So it's where we have a link in the description of our YouTube videos to the products that we're using. And then if you buy that product using our link, we earn a very tiny little commission. And we've been using those in the past, but we haven't had much luck. And the Amazon one's quite strict. So if you don't get any qualifying purchases within 180 days, you get kicked out of the program. And we've been kicked out of the Amazon affiliate program twice now because we haven't apparently had any qualifying sales. Like, we do get clicks from the links, but it's weird that not one single person bought something from the link. I don't know. It was strange. Maybe they didn't, but... So I kind of gave up for a while, and I'm thinking, oh, now the channel's building a bit more momentum. Maybe I should get back involved with the affiliate links, because otherwise we could be missing out. And yeah, it's like no additional cost to you guys. It supports us. It seems like a win-win. So I need to kind of get back into that. And then number 10 is other digital products. So I put here content calendar and investment tracker. So maybe you want to be a Lego YouTuber yourself. There's a lot of Lego YouTubers right now, so it is a highly competitive market. But maybe you want to kind of know how to structure your things, like, oh, I don't know how many videos I'm going to post this week, or what should I do? Like, I use a content calendar. I made it myself. Maybe I'll kind of tweak it slightly, and it could be, like £1, £2, like a digital download link, so you guys can customize it for your own content. For example, if you're doing like Instagram or YouTube, it's like, oh yeah, I've got it all mapped out nice and clear. That seems like a pretty easy one that I could look into. And the other one I put there was investment tracker. So I know there are like, well, this should probably be more so for beginners. Like, I don't consider myself a serious Lego investor. Like, I buy a few things and sell a few things here and there, but there are some people who are like, who know everything about it, and they're hardcore into it, and they've got their own ways of tracking their collections and inventories. But I suppose maybe for beginners, like, again, I use my own spreadsheet that I made to kind of keep track of what I bought, where I bought it from, how much I bought it, what discount I got it on, the date it was released, the date it retires, that sort of thing. And so that seems, it could be quite valuable. So if you're interested in a little investment tracker like that, let me know in the comments. I could make one. I feel like this is beginning to turn into like a pitch. I've just walked into the boardroom and I'm giving my proposals to you guys to see what you think, which I kind of am. But again, I don't want it to come across like, please give me your money. That's not, because we've been doing this long enough before we were monetized. Again, I'm not doing it for the money, but the money helps. I'm not going to lie, especially when I do well, I suppose I am kind of doing it for the money because I want this to become my full-time career. You know, it will become a business, an actual business, not just a little hobby that it is at the moment. So I suppose, yeah, the money is important. I'm not going to lie about that. I've got a lot of ideas, and I can't do them all. But like that quote said, you know, you can do anything, but you can't do everything. So I'm focusing on one thing at a time. But there's just so much I want to do for this channel, for you guys, for our little community, the Daily Weekly Builds community, which is just amazing. Whenever someone comments on the video, I always reply and give it a little heart because it means something. There was a time where we didn't get any comments, and sometimes we still don't, fair enough. But to see people actually engage and like giving the video a like or subscribing or commenting, sometimes that means more than how many views the video gets, because yeah, you know, you can watch a video, sure, click away, maybe you don't enjoy it, but to see that people are actively engaging, that's one of the highlights, because I know that it's being received by someone who's taken the time out of their busy day to sit down and watch little old me build some Lego. Yeah, so thank you. I really do appreciate it. It does mean a lot. And yeah, gonna keep going. Gonna start thinking of some more ideas for different things we can do. And the videos will keep on coming. So if you've got any more ideas, tell me in the comments, what do you want to see me do? Because I don't want to do anything that no one's interested in. That'd be a waste of my time and waste of your time, because I'll be putting out there and you'd ignore it. So yeah. I didn't plan this video. I kind of... Yeah, I didn't. The only thing I came in here thinking of, yeah, I'm going to talk about these ideas I had. And that was it. So thank you for giving me roughly half an hour of your time today. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you are enjoying the content we're providing. And yeah, there's a lot more on the way. So thank you very much. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.